apologies for that. This stream might go down a few times today. So we'll rejoin in a little bit. We'll have some Smash going on for a while, and we will rejoin in a little bit with some either Valorant or Halo. Right now we have I think it will be Halo next up, actually. So let me get that going. The only update so far to brackets, because Halo's just now getting started and Valorant's still going on their first game of the day. Our only updates, I will give you maybe I'll post a link for the Smash Brothers in a little bit, because it's going to be hard for me to keep up with that. That's going to be moving fast. But looks like the Noble Bears did beat the Edmund Memorial Bulldogs 3-1 in their series, going to overtimes as always. And so right now, Edmund Memorial is up on stage playing Deer Creek for the lower championship to come back and face the Noble Bears again in the grand final. We will be streaming that grand final when it comes around. I believe up next, though, will be Halo, so stay tuned and enjoy some Smash, and we'll be right back.
hesitation.
Team battle. The Young Link. Mineral. Three, two, one, go!
No hesitation.
Wow. That's, yeah. That's fun. Okay. So I did not have the mixer on this for this game. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, so this is Recharge. This is the Atoka Shadowcats versus Atoka Shadowcats on purple right now. Ooh, that is not showing up for you. Thank goodness. I have some really bad tearing on the video on the graphics card on my end. So the Atoka Shadowcats versus the Glenpool. I believe they are the Warriors. So this is for. Let me pop this up. On my end, this is for the lower bracket semifinal to choose who goes to the lower final. So whoever loses this game is out. If I'm not mistaken, it should be best of 5. It's going to be an objective, then a Slayer match, and then another objective, and then Slayer, and then an objective. So those are the 5 matches or game types as they go through. This objective they have chosen is strongholds, so they got to hold these capture points for an amount of time. The first team to 200, and Atoka with quite the lead right now. I'm not sure if I wish they had like a director mode on this. Maybe they do. Maybe if someone could chime in chat. I'll go ahead and instead rotate around through. Looked like that was where the action was a second ago with Bobo. See what the different camera modes. Apologize. I'm going to have to be checking out. Kind of like this one more. You can kind of see more, and then I can kind of swing around and look at action. It looks like clicking will click through players. So we'll track Bobo for a second. Right now, I mean, Atoka's got the strategy. I mean, this is what I try to get our Halo team to do that is now a defunct Halo team. Hold down the 2 points on the easier side. That B over there is always, it's hard to hold and maintain. It's just a little more wide open. You have some areas where you can kind of stay on the high ground and kind of pick players off as they try to take it, but it's just these two. Now it looks like Atoka is now lost or gained. I have it backwards here for you all. It's Glenpool right now that's ahead, 104 to 20. But Atoka does have advantage now, and they are gaining points. So, but they did clear them out. Glenpool cleared Atoka out, and they have advantage back, and so it's going to be counting up for them again. So it's Glenpool, my apologies, has the strategy here that I preach to my students in Halo. And it looks like Glenpool is going to maintain advantage. So I'm going to switch it up here to watch Atoka for a minute. Now, Atoka just getting advantage briefly, but now Glenpool has B, and they're getting A. They're going to have all, and that is going to that'll make your score increase faster. There we go. Now they captured it. They're going to try and keep Atoka off of C. Not successful, and Atoka's getting B back. So Glenpool has enough of a lead now. It's going to be really hard for Atoka to come back, but they could. But yeah, as long as Glenpool keeps holding down A and C, for me personally, that's the strategy. That I would, and then just kind of send one over that's your best player, maybe to kind of harass them at that B, pretending to take it. But your 3 players need to stay back, and then as they respawn, just come in and support on these 2. Now they've lost C, so Atoka right now is gaining a few points, but it looks like it's very quickly going back to Glenpool. So, yeah, Glenpool. Now Atoka challenging, but they're getting some grenades in here on some plasma on them. All right, Atoka got it, but losing B now. So this has been a bit of an overwhelming attack. Atoka is going to have to regroup here in this next game. I hate to call it right now. Maybe it'll be the caster curse and it'll help Atoka out, but they do have control right now. But A's being taken. It's just as soon as Atoka gets control, and all of Atoka's team was down. It looked like at the time. Now they're about to all be respawned. Yeah, Glenpool's going to finish this off right here. They have every point. Atoka's going to try to attack C here, but this is going to count up real fast while they have all three. If you can hold all three, I guess do it, you know, but because they're doing it, and it looks like all of Atoka's down. They only have one up. Now they're all down. One's respawned. So Glenpool will take this. I guess it's 250, not 200. My apologies for that. You will find that I am not good at casting Halo, so just call me out if it's not working out. I don't have. Y'all can't hear the game, I don't think. It's really weird. Well, I apologize if you can't hear the game. As Glenpool takes it, 250 to 31, takes game one. Yeah, I apologize for not having the All right, so we will be right back. I'm going to kind of leave you with there. They're going to have to select things and get the next. They got to do some map bands and selection. I'll be right back. Since I can't get you audio for some reason, I can. Dang, I keep not having the audio mixer in some of these. Anyway, just a look here at the Atoka team as they're getting ready to go into the next game. And The game is loading in. It looks like it's going to be Streets Slayer. As I said, it's games 2 and 4 are Slayer, and then we have objectives on 1, 3, and 5, and they choose the objectives as we go. So I cannot tell you what those objectives will be yet. The first one was Stronghold. Map 2 will be the map Streets, playing Slayer. So. And Slayer is just the first two. I can't remember how many eliminations. I think 100 something or 50. I think the first team to 50 eliminations, or the team with the most eliminations after a certain point of time. I'll look at the clock whenever we start in. That's what has it. So as we're about ready to get started here again. Waiting on the blank animations to happen, and here we are. Okay, we're looking at the Glenpool side again as they go out on the attack. They're going to take the left lane. It's looking like already got an Atoka player down. Oh, you got that one, and there's another down. So already Glenpool up 3-1. Taking an early advantage, 4-1. Almost got the back smack. They are just on attack. Not sure what is happening here. There we go. Just trying to switch players a bit. Let's watch from their side. So Halo, there's a time to elimination is a big thing because you have shields, so it takes you longer to eliminate a player. And see, he just walked into a 3v1, and you're not. I mean, his teammate went down, but he was just chasing the guy. But that's showing some good rotations there by Glenpool, I think. I'm going to watch them some more here and see if they do what I think they're going to do. It was sneaky there by whoever that was. They came up behind. It's 13-3, though, Glenpool. So Glenpool, again, taking an early advantage in this. But you'll notice they're all here in this corner facing a certain direction. They're staying bunched up. And what Atoka does is what I see our Halo team doing all the time. They get too spread out and too chaotic. You've got to stay together, and you've got to stay together in a tight group and be in an area like a corner of the map where there's only 2 or maybe 3 directions they can come at you. So, Atoka is just letting themselves get surrounded and get double and triple teamed. So, not much you can do in that case. But Glenpool up 20-7. Not sure if they're going to make quick work of them once again. It's another opportunity where they're just letting themselves be 2 and 3v. But if we just keep watching Glenpool here, you'll see. You see how they're all 3 together, all 3 in a clump. And now, keep in mind, if you're not someone that watches Halo, we are seeing the outlines of the opposition. They do not see those outlines, so they don't know where they are like we do. But this gives us a little bit of insight on how that's going. And I guess technically they could see it, but it's not. Believe me, in games like this, you can't be distracted by some big screen somewhere. If you do that, you're going to end up getting eliminated. So, no, it's just, you see Glenpool being the more dominant team here and just doing really good at staying clumped up and keeping advantage when they get into these encounters. So, they're a little spread out right now, actually, but you see how they're kind of pooling up together, and they see that opportunity for the and they just unfortunately it looks like they're going to make quick work of Atoka here again. That's okay. The third map will be there will be a map selection process, and it's another objective, so they'll get to choose that. So when we know that, I'll let you know. Not to give up on Atoka so quickly, but we're looking at 40-13 here, and they only have 10 more eliminations, make that 9. Glenpool does to end game 2. But as you can see, there's a timer there too. So like, let's say they wanted to just camp it out and have 5-to-1 kills, it would also end whoever has the most eliminations at the time the time runs out. So. And Bobo here with the spanker. He's going to, almost took out 2 there. He did, basically. It was a good job of switching up weapons quickly so that he had the damage on the player with the spanker already. He eliminated one, damaged the other, and was able to switch to his battle rifle really fast and finish off the other player. And there it is. Glenpool takes game 2, and we will be right back for game 3. Okay, so. Yeah. All right. We are going for game 3 right now. Glenpool versus Atoka. This is oddball is the objective they chose, and this is where you've got to hold this little skull that's a ball for a certain amount of time. So it looks like Glenpool has it first. This is a common strategy right here, keeping it up high in this little loft, because you only have a couple ways. They've got to jump to get in over here, and then you've got a couple ways that your teammates can watch. And Atoka, they're just kind of getting beat out before they even get to the position, get to the location. The thing is, again, like they can't see their players' deaths even through the walls like that. So if you got to have really good communication, so you know which player went which direction, so that when you see that they are down, you know what direction the enemies are coming from. So looks like it threw the oddball down to. Did he pick it back up? No. See if we can find. I wish there was like a. 1 second. All right, we have Evan on here with us. Let's see. I got him turned down, though. Helps when I turn him up.
3 minutes till noon, so good morning.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so we have Glenpool here in purple, and
Glenpool in yellow.
Glenpool in yellow, and Atoka here in purple. So, as you were saying earlier, objective of the game is to hold the skull, hold the oddball for 100 seconds, and you have first to 2 rounds.
All right.
You still obviously need to slay out and control the ball. There's some key areas here for holding, as Glenpool is going to go up in top gold. Really pretty good choke points on either side. When Atoka here slays out and tries to get in here, you're going to see Glenpool throw the ball out so that it's not as easy strategically for Atoka to hold the ball in that ideal location. It's easier to fight for the ball when it's out in the open. When Glenpool, you see how they throw it out there. So when Glenpool gets slayed out here, it's a lot easier for them to slay out when the ball's out there instead of in those choke points. Yeah,
that makes sense, yeah. And you can tell this whole series that Glenpool has these, traditional strategies down in this. They've kind of unfortunately dominated the Atoka Shadowcats. I mean, they've all these have been lopsided like this,
Well, I mean, even you see your kill to death ratio over here.
Yeah.
Unknown baked, 12-4.
Right.
It's even though it's objective based, it's extremely hard to win when you have this kill to death difference.
Disparity, yeah,
disparity.
For sure. Yeah, and I mean, I always get onto him. Well, not always. I get onto him a lot of times when they start just talking about kill to death ratio, but yeah, you can't hold the ball if you're dead. So I mean,
exactly. And actually, Atoka gets here 4 down against Glenpool, and so this is a pretty strategic point for Atoka to continue to slay out and get some crucial seconds. I mean, they only have 11 seconds to spare here.
Yeah.
8 to 89 in favor of Glenpool. And just because the ball's open like this doesn't mean you should always go for the ball.
Right.
You want to try to get a couple down so you can get in strategic positioning.
Right.
As Glenpool's up on top, holding gold.
Yeah.
And there's that first round.
Yep.
And on this map, there's really 2 places here on recharge.
Right.
Top gold, where you just saw, and over by the pillar over here to the right.
Yeah.
From this perspective, if you're over here on this right side near the energy sword, you can drop the ball into the water and it'll reset, so that they don't have it in that key position, and you also have 3, 4, 5 seconds to respawn. So you'll see some of them throw it off the map. And there's a couple other places that you can throw it out of bounds and it'll reset.
Very nice.
Looks like they're going to fight over here for the ball. Energy sword here for Atoka.
Yeah.
And in that position, you're going to want to drop the ball.
Right. Especially he had energy sword, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You don't run as fast with the ball, but you do hit a little bit quicker.
Right.
But in most situations, the opposing player knows that you can hit faster than they can, so you're usually backing up to try to avoid those hits.
Of course. Yeah, so he just slowed a turn there on that. I mean, he was getting hit from the rear, and it looked like he probably is a controller player. It looked like he may have been a controller player with the way that went around so slowly. But
in this map, there's really not a ton of different power weapons.
Right.
You obviously have energy sword. There's no rocket. There is invis, and there is a current GA here in the league where if you do have invis, you're not allowed to pick up the ball.
Okay.
Because it's glitched.
That's interesting.
You won't be able to. So normally, when you're holding the objective, they can see you all over the map.
Right.
Anyone can see where you're stationed at, so they don't have to, look for you as much.
Right.
But when you have the invis, you're actually hidden completely, and so that's not part of the objective. Now, capture the flag's a little bit different, but for this current game mode of Oddball, we have that GA currently going for the glitch.
Gotcha. Because it's just a different mechanic than intended, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And I say that invis is popping up, and so they should be fighting for it here.
Yeah.
Atoka's going to have to make some moves, as it is, that time is climbing up 60 to 28.
I mean, yeah, because this is the first match, too, where I've seen them they were actually close there for a little bit. Looks like they got a hold of it now.
Yeah, a
we'll
little
go
bit
up to that player.
A little bit of pressure on, but
Yeah.
looks like Atoka did capture the ball there and has invis.
Yeah.
So as long as a player that has invis doesn't pick up the ball,
Right.
they should be fine.
Is there a way to see that here, or you just
No,
saw?
I don't. No,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just saw that he was
Yeah.
invisible.
Gotcha.
And they did slay out there.
Yeah.
So in that case, from my perspective, you want to try to throw the ball out and get out of that power position, so it's harder for them to slay out in that area.
Yeah. In your opinion, when is it good to throw it out of bounds so the ball has to respawn?
So if you're going to throw it out of bounds, I mean, you kind of just jump off the map with it.
Right.
You're getting surrounded. It's 1v3. You have the ball. You might as well just go ahead and throw it off. And see here, you're seeing Glenpool is going to drop the ball to fight, because you'd rather slay out and then recapture the ball than get 2-3 extra seconds.
Definitely. Yeah. See, you saw Atoka just gets like 2 seconds there and then gets slayed out. So.
Yeah, they're one key point that I would say for Atoka is you're focused too much on controlling the ball and not controlling the map enough.
Right. That makes sense. And here we are, and this will call it, won't it? This will be it.
And this will be a 3-0.
Yep. So a 3-0, and this is which part of the bracket?
This is
the lower, wasn't it?
Yeah, loser semifinals, I believe.
That is correct. So now they're going to meet up with, this may have been updated.
Salina, I don't think, has played PCHS.
Okay. So it has not been updated yet. So they will be awaiting the loser of Salina versus Putnam City High School. So that should be getting going. I think they were waiting on
Clash. They're waiting on Clash.
Oh, they're waiting on Clash. Okay, got it.
Clash has 2 more matches here for PCHS. And a couple of GGs all around from Glenpool to Atoka. Love to see
Definitely. We'll just observe some Smash here while we're...
Yeah, this is actually a pretty close match.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the Smash characters, but
yeah, I don't either. But yeah, they're just down to the last 2. So, this is Noble right here. And that was close.
This is a pretty. This would be a good comeback, though.
Yeah, Palu's one of the best Oklahoma City public schools players. They're out of Southeast High School, and Julia is our best Smash player in Noble. So, I know at the we played at MACU in a tournament, a singles tournament earlier in the year, and I was beginning to wonder if she was going to make it back up, and I think Palu took that, and that she got like maybe 3rd or 4th in that tournament. So, and that's
that was
it.
a lot closer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Palu's so good when he's high percentage. When he's, I don't know, he can stay in it almost every single time. But
yeah, what a close match.
Yeah. So I don't know which game that was on, or how far into that series they are. See if there's any other updates here. I think middle school will have an update. The middle school Rocket League bracket. So Shady Point. We already knew that. Yeah, so they should be probably on their 3rd or 4th game, I would think, in this OCA versus Longfellow.
Yeah, I got an update on their game 1. It actually went into 2 minutes and 30 seconds into overtime.
Okay.
So, pretty competitive match here.
Yeah, definitely. So that may go all 5. Don't know if we'll have any more middle school Rocket League on the stream today. I'm going to look and see if there's any Valorant close to starting up, and we might switch to that. Is this one about to start up right here?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get a match ready.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and we'll be right back. We'll leave you with some Smash.
hesitation.
All right. Oh, this headphones out is kind of messed up. Okay. All right. Looks like we're going to start some Valorant here. Let me turn off. There we go. The map will be Haven, not behave. That sounded weird. So, this is all everything's like search and destroy style in Valorant, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I believe Haven has three main lanes, and I'm not sure if
Okay.
it has 3 planting zones.
Okay.
But it's the more.
With no delay.
What's that?
We don't want to play that with no delay.
Um,
Because they'll be able to see what's going on.
right. Yeah. One moment, we'll be right back.